right, let's talk about the number one thing that's keeping all of my viewers and subscribers awake at night. It is the number one complaint. It's the thing that bothers most of you, if not all of you business owners. Human resources, staff. Yeah, I know. Not going to go down the reasons. Let's talk about the solutions. You've got to do something before the summer of 2026 about your human resource situation. If you have one. If you don't, do whatever you can to keep your staff. If you do have a problem with turnover, culture, empty spots that you can't fill with various roles, you've got to do something, because by the summer of this year, I predict there's going to be a massive recruiting surge by some of the big organizations who have a culture problem, who have turnover, and who need staff now. So they're coming and they're gunning for your staff. They will be recruiting from all dental offices across the nation, and they will do what it takes to get the staff they need. They have money, and they have influence, and they have reach. So we need to develop the recipe for recruiting. And I'm working on that now. So I'm inviting you to come into my Recipe for Recruiting HR program. I really see great days ahead for great leaders and great practices. There's lots of great days ahead. If you have a problem today with HR, it doesn't have to stay that way. It doesn't have to last, okay? We can fix this somehow, all right? The goals, like, what are the benefits of getting into a proper HR recruiting situation with me or with anybody? Well, the number one goal is a great day at work. We all want to go to work and have a good day and see our patients and bill and collect and do well, okay? Good treatment, great day, great staff equals a great day. So we know that's the goal. When you have great days on a continuous basis, not just one day a week, every day of the week after week, what happens is you will have higher productivity, because a positive dynamic makes a better practice for everybody. You know what I mean. You've had those days. If you're not having them lately, you've got a problem. If you have had them, you know what I mean. When everything's jiving and clicking, the staff are jiving, the owner's on fire, the associates are motivated, the patients are feeling the vibe, revenue goes up. Guaranteed. Treatment planning acceptance goes up. New patient referrals goes up. Your practice value will go up. Your profitability will go up. Great staff, great day, great practice. It all connects, and it all starts with leadership and human resources. Dental equipment doesn't make a great day. A new procedure doesn't necessarily make a great day. A new technique, a new material from your dental supplier, buy a CBCT. That's all great stuff. Without great leadership and great staff, you're in trouble. So let's get this recipe recruitment program underway. An example of how this can work is I worked with someone recently. I'm not a consultant, folks. I'm a broker. But this person was in a rut. They were having trouble. They were just getting bitter about staff and problems they were having. And they cut the cancer out. They did find one toxic staff member in the practice. Not everyone has one of those, but this practice had one. The owner kind of knew it, but didn't really know it. And when they finally made the decision to do the termination, all the other staff came to the owner and goes, "Oh, thank you. That's been going on for so long. We didn't want to say anything because we didn't want her to lose her job. She has kids." They felt empathetic towards that individual person, so they wouldn't say anything to the owner. And when the owner finally made the brave decision to do it, boom, everything changed, okay? So, that's an example. And then revenue went up, the dynamic changed, everything got better. And it was that instance was one toxic staff member. This doctor is going to come on and do a film with me soon to give a testimonial that I didn't want to do it. I talked to my lawyer about employment standards, but Tim Brown kept saying to me, "You've got to cut the cancer." Tim Brown kept telling me, I got to get rid of this person. And they just didn't want to do it because they felt a little guilty, but they did it. They got the courage, and man, did it make a difference. I can show you, if you join my little IDSO club or my recruit recipe club. I'm coming up with names for what we're going to do next, but I can show you financial examples of how a better culture increases everything. New patient flow, revenue, and practice value. And it takes about 1 to 2 years for really to turn around. And the goal in the end, my vision for all of you, my goal for all of you, it's just a great day at work, a great practice. It'll have great valuation. And one day when you're ready to sell, maybe you'll call me and thank me for this little bit of advice I can offer. And, we'll all go on a cruise or take a vacation or something. I really do believe it's possible. I'm Timothy Brown. I'm the CEO of Roy Corporation. I'm building out the recruiting recipe formula. I do have some ideas. I'm not sharing them here, but this is an invitation to come and join me and follow. And stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.